A 21-year-old shooter has been arrested for killing 9 people during a prayer service at the Emmanuel African Methodist Episcopal Church in Charleston. The massacre is being investigated as a hate crime.
Our first semester spawned off from the shooting at Emmanuel, and there was a lot of hatred going on within Charleston. So Sovereign Grace being a predominantly Caucasian congregation, and the Remnant Ministries being a predominantly African-American congregation, we coming together under Jobs for Life, breaking down those barriers just by us being family.
I think more in the next year, we're looking more and doing more things with each other, letting the community know that these two churches have fellowship and come together.
Sometimes we don't want to get out of our comfort zone when we see somebody, on the street that doesn't smell like us, or doesn't look like us, or doesn't act like us. I think Jobs for Life, this site, gives an opportunity to break people out of their bubble and continue to open up doors for them to love their brother and sister.
The purpose of this class is to learn how to recognize signs of needing help along the journey, as well as to continue to strengthen job readiness skills by presenting and communication techniques that will enhance interviewing and job search experiences.
When you're going in for an interview, it's helpful to research the company so that you know about what they do. And you can present that knowledge, then the employer is going to understand that you have an understanding of what they do. And that's going to look positive in their eyes.
As soon as you walk in the door, that's when you pretty much your interview start. They may be paying attention to every little detail that you do. And you know your history of the company and know everything.
The purpose of the interview to me is to give the employers a look into who I am and an opportunity to sell myself as best as I possibly can.
That's the key.
I got in trouble back in the early 2000s. I spent 10 years, 2 months in prison, and then I got sent to a treatment program because my crime was a sexual crime. I spent 30 months in that. When we come out of prison, and we go for these interviews, they're gonna ask us, why did we leave our last job? We're teaching a class, how are we gonna get a job when we come out of prison? Work's really important when you first come out because you've got to find something to fill that time, because if you don't fill that time, you're just gonna end up right back where you were.
It started in one of the sites we were working, and I just, saw him, how he handled himself and how detail-oriented he's been, and now he's my main right hand. So he is a pillar now in the company, and I believe we can go ways.
Being in prison is not going to stop you from getting a job. It's really all about attitude, having the right attitude. When you come out, you hit the ground running, and we all know that we all don't come out with the right attitude. So God leads us. We have to follow that lead. It's amazing what God does when He puts the right people in place. And I didn't let my situation get me down. I just moved forward. And I went through some rough times trying to get out, but God prevailed, and I finally hit the streets, and I've been moving forward ever since. I enjoy life now a lot more than I did before.
My old ways, they don't fit me anymore. So I traded them for some.